Good morning everybody and welcome to Crafty Clegs Creations. My name is Jeanette and today I'm coming to you from the northwest of England where I live with my husband Timothy and our little dog Zach. Today is Thursday. I'm not sure of the date, I think it's the 3rd of November. Wow, that year has whizzed by, hasn't it? What else can I say? You can find me on most social media platforms. I have to be careful when I say that. I have an Instagram page and a little Etsy shop, and I also have a little Facebook page, and I will leave all the links to those where you can find me in the description box below. I'd like to welcome back all my current subscribers, and this past month I have had a real big influx of new subscribers, so thank you for subscribing to my channel and I hope you enjoy what you see and you carry on following me and enjoying me basically. So I will tell you a little bit about myself because I have had quite a few new subscribers. So I started my channel back in 2019 when I was diagnosed with breast cancer, and that is why I started my channel, to record my progress. I was an avid YouTube watcher before then. I watched lots of different YouTubes, mainly crafting ones, and that's how all this started. So I recorded my journey through my treatment and then it carried on through all my crafting. So that is how I've ended up here. I am married to my lovely husband Timothy. We've been married for almost 19 years. Between us we have 4 children and 3 grandchildren, 2 girls and 1 boy. What else can I tell you? We're both retired, well, semi-retired. I run my little Etsy shop, but it's not, I can't really call it a job because I love it that much. So yeah, I am actually a retired dental nurse and my husband is a retired engineer. And I think that's all I have to tell you. Yeah, got nothing else to tell you. Since I last saw you, what have I done? So yesterday I went and had my booster for my COVID-19. Last week I had my flu for my flu jab, so that was that. Yesterday I had blood tests, so I am covered. I have been covered with injections in both arms, both up here. I've got big bruises where I'm not good at giving blood at all. They really struggle getting blood out of me. And she attempted it 6 times, so I had to have 6 injections, 2 in this arm, 2 in this arm, and 2 on the back of my hand, which it was getting to the end. And like I say, it doesn't bother me, things like that, but I was starting to feel a bit sick. It was starting to make me feel a bit sickish. Anyway, in the end, she did manage to get some blood. So I've had all my overall things done to keep me healthy, hopefully, touch wood, throughout the winter months. We have had a visit from our daughter, Katie, who lives in Somerset. She came home and had a 2 or 3 day visit with us, which was lovely. We had a lovely walk round our lake, and, well, it's not my lake, it's the lake that's close to where I live. We had a nice meal. She cooked us a lovely meal. We just spent some quality time with her. One of our granddaughters, Gracie, the eldest, wanted to come and spend some time with her Auntie Katie, so she slept over as well. So we had quite a full house, which was really nice for us because normally it's just Tim and I. And yeah, really, other than a trip to Manchester to do a little bit of Christmas shopping and have lunch out, that's it really. Tim and I are eagerly waiting for the Christmas fairs to arrive. This is probably the first year that we've been eager, if you like, to go and have a wander around the Christmas fairs since the dreaded COVID arrived. But we've decided that we're going to go and do a couple. We'll probably go to Manchester fairs, the Christmas fairs, and then we might do Chester or York, maybe Harrogate, and obviously you've got to visit a few of the Christmassy garden centres, haven't you? And I also will be doing Vlogmas this year. Don't know if it's going to be just all mainly crafting. We'll see. I'm not promising anything. I'm going to try and do Vlogmas a little bit every day, just to keep you in the loop to what my December month is going to be like. So other than that, I've got nothing else to tell you about life. So we'll crack on with what we've been making, what's in the making. I have a little shop news at the end for you. And yeah, couple of incoming, very, very small incoming treats, but still, they're a treat. And that's it. Right, so we'll start. I think we'll start with what I am making, what's works in progress. So the first thing I'll start with is Tim's hat. You have seen this. This is a, oops, sorry Zach, just running the dog over. This is a pattern by Stephen West, and it is called, bear with me, the Painted Honeycomb Hat. I did show this to you last time. Now, those of you that have been with me for some time, you will know I am not at all a quick knitter. Quite a quick crocheter, but I think that's, everybody can crochet quite quick, but I'm not a quick knitter. So this is how far I've got with, hold on, let me get it on there, with my husband's hat. I'll be honest, it's not the colourway I would have chosen. I would have chosen, if I can get it right, I would have chosen to do that the opposite way round. I think I would have preferred the blue denim as my main colour, and then this, I forget what it's called, I will tell you in a second. This lighter one, I think I would have done as the honeycombs in the middle. That's just my personal preference, but this is how Tim wanted it. And it is Tim's hat, so I am going to do what he says. But yeah, I'm not going to lie, I'm not a lover of this combination of colour. And I've told him so, he knows. And I think that sometimes slows the work down a little bit, if you know what I mean. I really am a firm believer in you've got to really love what you're doing, else you don't do it. I am terrible with that. The amount of things that I have got dotted around my house that I have started and not finished because I either A, didn't like how the pattern was working, B, didn't like the yarn, or C, don't have the right needles. See, I don't have the right needles for this. These are the correct needle size, but they are just a standard. I can't remember what they call the company. Millward. It's done on 60 centimetres and a 3.75. And I have to say, I am a bit of a needle snob, and my needles, I love the Chiagoo needles for when I'm knitting. And I don't have a 3.75 in Chiagoo, and because I don't make or don't do lots of this kind of thing, hats and such like, I was a bit reluctant to buy a pair because they're quite expensive, so I just went out and bought the cheaper ones. But yeah, they're not pleasant to use. I'm sure if there was a lot smoother to use, then this would have been done by now. But I get it out every now. I do 2 or 3 rounds and then I put it away. And Tim's not bothered. He did say to me, at least it's not. I mean, it's definitely turning chilly, the weather here in the north. But it's not that way yet that I think you need all your winter woolies on, your hats, your scarves and things. And I mean, I've only got to do, I think about another, I think it's 3 or 4 repeats of this, and then I decrease, and then it's finished. So really, I should get my finger out and just get that done for him. The wool that I'm using is a Stylecraft yarn. Sure I say the ball bands. Yeah, I did. It is Life DK in Stylecraft. And, oh, I've told you this before. The blue is Denim Nepp, N-E-P-P, Nepp. And the main colour is the natural Nepp. Like I say, I would have definitely swapped it round the other way. But it's his hat, and I'm going to do it his way. So that is one of my works in progress. How soon that will get finished, I don't really know. The thing is, I am in full swing of Christmas makes at the moment, and so I don't really want to do anything else other than what I want to do. So I'm really having to force myself with that one. But never mind. And then the next thing that I've made, again, I've gone down another rabbit hole of casting on a new project, and I know for a fact that this won't get done for Christmas, or these won't get done for Christmas, should I say, because I just know they won't, because there's so many other things that I'm doing. But I am currently in the middle of making a pair of socks. Another pair of socks. I've got lots of odd socks, by the way, everybody. I am great in making the first one and then don't very often finish the second one. Every now and then I do, if I really, really love it. Every now and then I do. And eventually I will get the pair made, but I'm not a lover of finishing 2 socks. But I saw this, my friend Dawn from Dawn's Days, she was making it and she'd got one done and I thought, I've got to have a go at that. So they are the Gingerbread Dream Socks by Deborah Raymond of Candy Shop Yarn. I'm sure you've all seen them. Isn't that just a fabulous pattern? I love it. Now, this is what makes me really frustrated about sock knitting, about me sock knitting. I cast this sock on, just say for sake of argument, on a Monday. And this is how far I'd got by Tuesday evening. And that's it. That's all I've done. So here's the sock. I absolutely love the colours. The colours are fabulous. Do you not love those colours? So this is just a natural sock yarn. So it's all sock yarn, 75% merino, 25% nylon. And then you've got the pink candy cane stripe, and then there's the turquoise. I don't really know what they are really, but there's the turquoise spots going across, and then I'm just turning the heel. And that's how far I've got. And I did that in 2 days and I've not touched them since. I don't know if it was Dawn that I'd heard say this or somebody else say, how nice would they be hung up on the mantle as a stocking. So I don't know. I'd really like to get at least one finished for Christmas and then I could hang it up as a stocking. Would that not be lovely hung up like that? So yeah, but I'm loving it. I'm really, really enjoying it. I can't tell you what yarns it is because I wound them. Oh, this one's got a ball band in the middle of it. Hold on. So the blue there is, I think this is by Becky from Back to Blighty. Yeah, it is. So this one is Back to Blighty, and I think she hand dyed this specially for me to make something else. It is 80% superwash BFL and 20% nylon. Yeah, it's custom order, so there's no name. But isn't that, I mean, I don't know if you can see that. Isn't that lovely? And I don't know what it is about Becky's yarn. I don't have a lot of hand dyed yarn because I don't use it like a lot of people do, because I make a lot of toys. But I don't know what it is about Becky's yarn from Back to Blighty, but her yarn always smells absolutely gorgeous. I don't know what it is. So there's that one. Then there's these that I just got out of my, this is what the candy cane stripe is done in there. These are just what I got out of stash. And again, this is what I got out of stash, and I don't know where that's from, but it's like a really, it's coming up a lot darker than it is. It's almost like a light chocolate sort of mixture. There's a mixture of light and dark, like chocolate in it. Oh, it's beautiful. So yeah, those are the yarns that I'm using, and I am doing them on, although they're on straights now because I'm turning for the heel, I'm doing them on the Adder, and it's the 2.5mm and 20cm long. So yes, whether these will get done by the last podcast of the year, which I'm hoping to film again at the end of November before I start podcasting in December, we will see. Let's see if I've got one done. So yeah, that is my gingerbread. Oh yeah, Gingerbread Dream Socks by Deborah from Candy Shop Yarns. Isn't it lovely? I love Deborah's patterns. She brought another sock pattern out and it had a big star on the heel. And I love that as well, but I know that I'm not even going to try and kid myself that I'm going to do that. But anyway, I like to try. And I feel that I'm not doing anybody any harm. I'm trying. And sometimes when I don't want to carry on, I do unwind the yarn and skein it back up again and use it for something else. So very rarely does any of my yarn that doesn't quite get the cut, if you know what I mean, goes to waste, because it doesn't. And the other thing that I'm in the middle of making of, I am going to show you a finished item or a finished thing alongside a works in progress, because they're together. So I have this month made, let me just show you, and he's finished. It's going to be a bit of a mix up, so I'll just carry on and show you what I'm doing. A little cotton rabbit. I'm sure everybody knows these. This is the little cotton rabbit. Who's it by? Oh, she's called Julie Williams, Little Cotton Rabbit. And you can find these patterns on Etsy, on Ravelry. I will leave a link in the description box below for you. But this is the one that I've done, but completely different colours. I haven't done that colour. And here is my little cotton rabbit. He's my Christmas one. Isn't he gorgeous? So I have used, to make him, I have used, let me turn that round and I can tell you, Serdar Country Classic Aran in two colours. There's the ginger and then there's the cream. There's his little face. Oh, isn't he adorable, and his little pants. I was thinking of threading some little, I've got some very, very, very thin leather lace, and I was thinking about threading some lace through so he's got like a pair of shoes on. But I quite like how chunky his little legs are and his feet. I quite like them. His clothes are made from, let me think. In fact, just bear with me a second and I'll go and see if I can find the ball band. Okay, I'm back. This isn't the colour, obviously, but this is the yarn that I've made the little cotton rabbit's outfit in. And it's Rico Essentials Cotton DK. But it's a very, very lightweight DK. Not that you'll be able to see that very well, will you? I don't think so. Anyway, it's a very, very lightweight DK. I'll be honest with you, I'm not particularly a lover of it. It's far nicer to knit with than it is to crochet with. It is a little bit splitter. You'll be able to see just by, can you see, is it, where's the camera? Can you see that little bit how it's really splitter? So I'm not a lover of crocheting with it, but to knit with it, it isn't bad at all. So that is what I've made out, his pants and his sweater out. And then this is just a piece of yellow felt that I cut out on my Sissix machine. I had a die cut and I just cut out a little snowflake. I don't know if you remember, or maybe a couple of Christmases ago, I did try to make a colourwork sweater and it didn't work. It just did not work out. So I decided that I'm not going down that road again. I will either Swiss darn a pattern over the top of it, or I'll applique something on, and that's what I've done with this one. So this is my Christmas little cotton rabbit. Now I was inspired to make that by the lovely Elise from Lepetitsaintcrochet, as I was this next one, because with her little cotton rabbit last year, or maybe the year before that she'd done, she also made a little blanket for it. So I thought, this year I'm going to make it. So in the making at the moment, I've got it in just a little tray. So these are the colours that I've made the sweater and the pants in, and then this is just the white. And like I said, I've just got it on a little tray. I don't know if you can see there, because I just put it on my knee at night time, and I just crochet a couple, and you know, started sewing them all together last night. So I think I've got about another 7 or 8. I've got all the red ones finished. Oops, let me take the yarn off. So I've got all the red ones all finished, as you can see there. And I've got another 7 of the green ones to do, but I couldn't wait to start to put them together. I was getting very excited. I will put a picture up here, either here or here, I don't know where it goes, of the actual finished blanket. And if I have got enough yarn at the end of it, I'm going to make the matching pillow. I was digressing then, sorry. So yeah, it's a little blanket for my little cotton rabbit. So that'll be nice, won't it? Oh, I love it. And then if there's any of the yarn left over, I'm going to make it a little pillow. But what I was going to say before I got sidetracked, it is a free pattern on Elise's blog. So if you go over to Lepetitsaintcrochet, you can get the free pattern, and she's also got a tutorial of how to do a granny square, and then in a different video she's got the tutorial of how to put it together, which is really, really easy. It's not difficult to do at all. So yeah, that's why I wanted to show you that, because although the bunny rabbit is finished, it's still really a work in progress, because I am doing, and that's what it's like when it's all put together. I think it's 5 across. It's either 5 across and 6 down, and then she's got a beautiful border. But like I say, I've put the picture on so you can see it. So yeah, that's what I've been busy working on the past couple of days. I've really, really enjoyed that. So that is why I wanted to show it you together, because this is finished, but this is for this. So not really, if you know what I mean. So that's another one of my works in progress. Oh, excuse me for itching my nose. And to be fair, at the moment, that's all I'm working on. I've got a lot of other things, as I'm sure you'll know. I have started another blanket, but I'm not even going to go down that road with you and show it to you until I've got a bit further on. I have done a little bit more on my other neat ripple blanket that I'm using with the Yuletide blanket that Attic 24 did a couple of years ago, or it might have been last year. Well, I'm using that pack to make a different pattern, if that makes sense. I will put pictures up of these things that I'm making, but I'm not going to show them yet because I've not made enough progress on either of them. And whether they'll even get finished, well, they won't. I know they won't. I'm going to be realistic. They're not going to get finished for this Christmas. The Yuletide blanket is from last Christmas and it's still not finished yet. Well, that's so typical of me. But I do eventually get everything finished. I actually do. Sometimes other things just take me a long time. But anyway, that's that. I'm sure I'm not the only one that, you know, takes a long time to finish things off. Right. Next, I'm going to show you my other finished items. So, I don't know if you remember, but I started to follow Rikurumi, the Rikurumi Christmas Cal. I did it last year and there was tiny little stockings with creatures in, and this year they are Christmas baubles. They're a little bit big for Christmas baubles, some of them, but I don't know. I think they're going to go on the tree, no problem. Well, they're definitely going to go on the tree, but what I mean to say is I think that they'll go on and they won't fall off. Tim and I have quite a big Christmas tree, and this year it's just going to be covered in crocheted decorations, mainly Toft birds. But there's going to be other things on there, and I'm getting a little bit excited now because it's getting closer and closer. So the first one that I made was the little penguin that I did show you last time. And then the one after that, I think I showed you the picture, but I'd not started it. So the one after that was the pretty reindeer, which is this one. Really, again, and I say this about every one of them because it's true, really nice, fun make. Don't take long at all. But having said that, here's my little reindeer. Isn't it adorable? See what I mean about them being quite big for baubles? Now, having said that, this took a bit of time. Last Sunday, I went to one of my friend's houses with my other friend, Susan, Denise. And to Denise, I've got that all wrong, haven't I? Shall I cut that out and start again? Right, I've started again because I got all that muddled up. Right, so last Sunday, I went to my friend's house, Denise, with my other friend, Susan. And Denise was, or had just finished making the reindeer. And she said, it's amazing how long it took because there's so many little parts. So they're all free patterns over on the Rico website, so I'm not giving anything away. But on this one, there's an awful lot of parts to do. So you do, I can't remember if you did the head or the body first or vice versa, but you do the head and the body and attach them together. And then you have to add the ruffle going all the way around, which none of it is difficult. It's just that there's a lot of parts. Then you have to add the nose, or this, I don't know what, this, what's this called? Spout. And then the nose. Then there's the ears to do. Then there's this part of the antler, the long part. And then there's this little part that you have to add on there. And then there's the bow tie, which I've just added some bits of gold thread. Well, it's Rikarumi, I don't know what it's called, but it's nice. They do it in gold and silver, so I just added that for a little bit of bling on my tree. But yeah, I mean, it took quite a bit really, because there's a lot of little tiny parts to it, but isn't it adorable? I'll just show you, bear with me, the penguin, because last time I showed you the penguin, we hadn't done the candy cane. Anyway, we've done the candy cane. So we've got the penguin and Rudolph. And then next up, let me see. Oh, right. I haven't got a picture of this. I shall put a picture on the screen somewhere. I like to print the picture out to show you, but I didn't do this time. So I'll put a picture up on the screen because I'm not sure what this one's called. So the next one was the Christmas bunny. And this is the one that I looked at and thought, that is a big Christmas bauble. And Susan was doing it with me, my friend, and she sent me a text and said, is your head massive? And I said, yes, it is. I mean, you can't, that's my fist, and that's how big the head is. Well, for a bauble with a bobble hat on as well, I think that's quite big, but by hook or by crook, it will be going on my Christmas tree. I'll sew it on if I have to, because it's going on. The hat you can take off, but I'm not going to do because it's hard to get over the ears. This was not a bad one to make at all. None of them are, like I said. Two little arms peeking through here. Well, not arms, are they? The front paws. I wonder if they should be here. No, they were there on the pattern. Then she's got a little scarf on with, and this is a little bit of the gold glitz that I was saying about being on the reindeer. So there's the silver and the gold. Gorgeous ears, woolly hat, scarf. There's not really a lot to say about that, but other than it's got quite a big head and it's a bit top heavy. But I love it, absolutely love it. Yeah, whether they'll all go on my tree, I don't know, but I want my tree packed with Christmas crocheted items. And then I just give her a little bit of blusher. She's very, very posh. This blusher is in Yves Saint Laurent. Isn't that very, very posh? Not that I'm a posh person at all, as you probably know by now. And then the last one that I did, have I got a picture of the last one? Yeah, here we go. The last one is Mr. Gingerbread Man, but mine doesn't look like a Mr. Mine looks like a Mrs. So I'm just going to say gingerbread person. And this is the last one that we did. And here she is. Oh, here they are. So she's got a little star, a smiling star. I love her little arms, how they bob around. And these, again, it's a free pattern, so I'm not giving anything away. These are just a chain, and then they're attached to like a little bauble. She's got holly on top of her hat with some berries, and then she's got a beautiful little posh hat on all the way around. She does need a little bit of blush under here. On the pattern, let me put her down and see if you can see. On the pattern, I don't know if you can see, you might not be able to see, but on the pattern, can you see there how they've just done a little bit of pink at the side of her eye? Well, I haven't got any of that pink, so I will get some and then finish her off. So we've got snowman, reindeer, gingerbread man, and the bunny. Are they not just gorgeous? I love them. And the new one's coming out tomorrow, so I'm very much looking forward to that. So they are all my finished. Oh no, they're not. One more thing to show you. I forgot about these. I'll leave them there. So that's all my Rikarumi crochet along, Christmas crochet along finished. And then my next thing, I keep forgetting about this. No, that's not it. Oh, let me just tell you. I've got my bag here to show you. So all my Rikarumi toys are made with... This is a peach. I don't know if you can see that. It's Rikarumi. And it's a DK 100% cotton. And here is my bag full of it. And I still haven't got all the colours that I need. I think there's about 3 or 4 colours that I'm short of to complete the whole range. But it just gives me a good excuse to go over to Haywood, which is a town, a couple of towns away from me, to the wool shop to get some extra supplies and see my friend Susan. So, the next one I'm going to show you, let me find my page. My page. I'm almost done with these. I don't know what I'm going to do when I haven't got any more birds to make. So, the next bird that I have made is Agnes the Heron. There she is in all her glory. Oh, I just love them. I have definitely decided what it is about these birds, and it's the legs. I absolutely love the legs. So here is Agnes. Look at them legs. Are they not just the best? So she is my 10th bird. I've got 2 more left to do. She's got an exceptionally long beak. Oh no, this isn't the one. I've shown you this one. Have I shown you that one? Oh, I'm getting all mixed up. Yeah, wait there, let me get the other bird. I've shown you this one. That's not the one I've just finished. It's because I've sorted my shelves out. I've had a good clean in my craft room and I've sorted all my shelves out. I had it all in a pile down here to podcast and I put it all away because I cleaned. So, I'll start again. This is Agnes the Heron. Again, look at the legs. Still same thing. I love the legs. Love them bobbly knees. Then she's got a beautiful wings. A little tail. A wobbly head. I love a wobbly head. And a beak. And then she's got these feathers. These very, very elegant feathers on the top. So yeah, that is the latest one that I've done. I think, like I said, I think I've got 2 more to do. And then, hopefully, not going to be too long now, I will get my Advent Toft. I'm so looking forward to it. I have had that for Christmas off Tim. I had it last year and I absolutely loved it. So I can't wait to find out whether it'll be a bird or a doll. Oh, I can't wait. I'm really excited. Anyway, so that is my latest Toft creation. And the next one that I'm going to do, let me show you. Bear with me. Is Lewis. He's called Lewis, and it is the Great Cormorant. Cormorant. Is that the right way? Is that how you say it? Lewis the Great Cormorant. So yeah, he is my next one. Now the only trouble is I don't think I've got any lemon. Can you see that small bit of lemon there? And that's the only bit of lemon that I need. So I might have to just substitute that for another DK. But I won't tell if you won't. So yeah, that's my next one. So I'm hoping to do, well really I could do with doing 2 this month and getting them finished. Because I usually put my Christmas tree up maybe the end of the first week, beginning of the second week, because we have such a big Christmas tree and I decorate all the lounge and I love Christmas and I do it all and it takes me a few days to do, and so I feel that it's sadly worth putting it up the week before and taking it down the week after, and I like it up for a little while anyway. So yeah, I really could do with getting my 2 birds finished, but I also want to do my flamingo as well because I want my flamingo bird on the tree. So you can see why I'm not getting all the other things that I've started finished, can't you? Because I'm that interested and intent on getting everything sorted for Christmas, crochet wise. And this is only because I've had the all clear from Mr. C. Mr. C is very, very good with me. Please don't think that he's like a mean old man and he's miserable. And he lets me have more or less anything I want when it comes to me crafting because he knows how passionate I am about it and how much I enjoy it. and I have a beautiful craft room that is done for me. But the only thing he ever insists on was the lounge being kept toy free. He doesn't mind blankets, but he doesn't want toys hanging around and stuff like that. Anyway, this year I've managed to persuade him that I can have anything anywhere for Christmas. So I sort of said to him, I really like these Toft birds, but it's a waste of time me making them, because where am I going to display 12 birds at Christmas? I said they'd be nice on the tree. So I sort of planted the seed, and then a few weeks later I sort of said to him, oh look what's arrived, my Toft bird book. And then I just come out with it. I said, look, this year I want to put crocheted animals all over our tree. And he said, darling, just do what you want. I think he's that fed up of me. So yeah, I'm ever so excited about it. I feel like a child. It's ridiculous, isn't it? I feel like a child being able to do just what she wants for 1 year. Anyway, so yeah, I really need to get my next bird up and going. And really, that's all at the moment that I've been working on, because I have been extremely busy doing things for my shop, which I will talk to you about in a little while. But I just wanted to show you, I have had a couple of incoming. Let me just take a sip. Excuse me. I've had a couple of incoming. I went to Black Sheep Wools with my daughter-in-law last weekend, as she wants to make a pair of Christmas socks. So they all came over to our house, and Catherine and I and both the girls went off to Black Sheep, and Tim stayed at home with his son, his eldest son, Robert, and made Sunday lunch for us. And we went out and had coffee and cake, did a little bit of yarn shopping, and come back to a lovely Sunday lunch. It was perfect. But I'm trying to really rein in what I buy, because I have just got far too much. I say this all the time, but I am trying to rein in what I buy and only get supplies to what I need. So I was very, very good. Catherine got sock yarn. Gracie got, our eldest granddaughter at the moment, she likes to knit and crochet. She's 13 years old, and at the moment she's making her other grandma a crocheted blanket to keep her warm in the winter, and a scarf, and she's doing very well. So Gracie got a couple of balls of yarn, and I got myself, this is what the little cotton rabbit, the actual body is made in. So the actual body is made, and it's a lovely yarn, is made in the Sirdar Country Classic worsted weight. It's quite a thin Aran and perfect for the little cotton rabbits. So this one, I am going to make, I think, a mouse. I think so. I haven't got the mouse pattern, so I will have to flick through Ravelry and have a look. But yeah, I've got that to make a mouse. And I want to make a girl mouse because I've seen a beautiful dress. Susan, my friend, sent me a picture this morning and said, have you seen this? And I think I have seen it before. I'll put the picture here that she sent me, and this is what I'm hoping to make. So I treated myself to that. And the other thing that I treated myself to was a book. Now, I don't know if any of you, I'm sure you do, watch my lovely friend Helen Ketteridge from Mousy. I get this wrong every time. Is it Mousy Makes Pod? Mousy Makes Pod. I'm not sure. I will write her name on the screen. And if you're watching Helen, I'm really sorry. I have talked about my brain fog in the past, and it's not getting any better. So I do apologise, Helen. You know that I love you dearly, and you know that I know who you are. It's just that I can't remember how to say it. Anyway, Helen made me do this. I'm sorry for blaming you, Helen, but it is what it is. I saw this first on your YouTube channel, so I had some birthday money left. It was my birthday last month, and I had some birthday money left, so this is what I've bought. And it's the Toft Emporium, it's the Edwards Crochet Doll Emporium, and I love it. And it's one of those books, I've seen this and wanted it for such a long time, but it's one of those books, it's a bit big, so you can choose what head you want to make, what body you want to make. So you can choose heads and body. I can't hold it up, it's that big. And then you can choose at the back, I think it is, they've got the clothes. Oh, look at this. Oh, I love it. I can see that next year it's going to be dolls, Toft dolls. What do you think? But Helen has made, I think her doll for a camper van is called Pearl, if I'm not mistaken. I'm sure it's Pearl. Correct me if I'm wrong, Helen, if you're watching. Oh, and she's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And she had a beautiful summer outfit on. And Helen knew that it was getting chilly. So she's made Pearl a winter outfit. And it's absolutely gorgeous. So I just had to have this. So other than my one ball of wool and my book, I haven't had anything else. Which is fine. And that's it. That's all I've got to show you for today. Now, I am going to do a little bit of a shop update, so if you're not interested in that, then thank you very, very much for watching. Hopefully I'll be back again before the end of November to show you what I've been up to during November, and then we're on to Vlogmas. So if you are going now, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you later. Take care. Bye. Right, so my little shop update. I did mention in my last podcast that I was thinking about doing a December box, and I did have quite a lot of interest in it. So I have put together, they are almost finished. They'll probably be ready for dispatch probably the end of next week, maybe the beginning of the week after, but you will definitely get them in time for the 1st of December. Unfortunately, I am only going to ship to the UK because it's getting pretty close to the month of December, and yeah, it's gonna postage at the moment, especially in the UK. I don't know what it's like in other parts of the world, but especially in the UK, the shipping at the moment is ridiculous. They're always on strike, they're striking. Anyway, I won't go into that, but yeah, so I have decided, I've taken the decision to only ship to the UK. They are going in my shop tomorrow evening at 7 o'clock, and they will be, I'm hoping that I'll be able to get a few Christmassy bags in. Not sure whether they'll be in tomorrow evening or dotted out throughout November. So yeah, like I say, if you do want one, it's tomorrow evening at 7 o'clock, and there will only be 10. I haven't gone overboard because, yeah, I just wanted to just take it nice and slow, enjoy what I've done, enjoy finding the bits and pieces to go in it. And I have done. Tim helps me with all these kind of things. We've had quite a nice couple of weeks putting it all together for you. I have got a little bit of sewing left to do. I don't want to say too much. There will be a project bag in there, of course. But other than that, don't really want to say too much because you need a little bit of a surprise, don't you? So yeah, they will be in my shop tomorrow evening at 7 o'clock. And that's it. Like I say, there will be other things in the shop throughout the month of November, Christmassy things and little bits of things that maybe you can, gift for a crafter for Christmas, and that kind of thing. Right, so I'm going to stop waffling and go. Thank you very much again for watching me, and take care, and I shall see you in a few weeks' time. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.